Good morning and welcome back to the K6 project. This is day 2 of North Wales. A little bit cold outside, so I've got my hat on. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. I've watched the news last night. No major changes in my concerns. They've announced they're going to close the schools from Friday onwards. In the case of what I'm doing, things haven't changed since yesterday. So I am going to continue the last 8 boxes, which I said might not be in doubt. I hope to have those finished before midday, so I should be home for early, late evening, depending on traffic obviously. Not that I think there'll be that much traffic around. Anyway, I'll speak to you when I'm at the first box. So I've just left White Towers Caravan Park. Has a really nice payphone, still in order, still with its coin box, even got its little directories in it. It's obviously used by the people at the caravan park. What's interesting is the crowns. So it's a late style box, which means it's potentially got the St Edward's crown on it, and all of the crowns that you can see have all been covered up with what looks like either filler or putty or something like that and painted over. So I'm guessing because they never had a St David's crown for telephone boxes, and we are in that sort of part of Wales where there's been some controversy over the decades from second homes and holiday homes, they've covered it up. So I think that's quite funny. So heading for box 2 of today, which is actually number 6 on the list. I did 4 of the boxes yesterday.
Bear right, then turn left.
So I've saved myself a little bit of time. I think the box after the one that I'm heading to,
turn left.
This one, is another K8. So I'll be particularly keen to see that. I had quite a lot of good feedback online yesterday after I posted up a picture of that K8 in the front garden in Anglesey. So I'll go in now. Well, narrow roads again. Yes, I had some good feedback on that K8 box, so it'd be nice to see an actual working K8 box. Okay, so I've arrived at my second stop for the day. Unfortunately, the box has gone, so it's another one of those ones where maps and Google Street View obviously are at some age to reality. So I'm now, let's see, yes. So I'm now heading on to the Tanyrallt Mountain Centre, so we'll see what happens.
Bear right.
So I've just left the last box, which was a really nice telephone box with a working phone inside it in the field. So the only way to access it is to actually leave the road and go through a little kissing gate to get to the field. So that was quite nice. I'm now heading towards a place called Nebo. If you're feeling like I'm on the wrong side of the road all the time, it's not. It's that I've positioned the camera right over onto the driver's side. So where most people mount their cameras in the middle of their windshield, where the sort of the rear view mirror is, so you feel like you're more central stroke to the left. Not so in this case.
At the end of the road, turn left, Reading Road.
The position where the camera is suits my driving style and gives me clearer vision.
Turn left.
So that's why I've mounted it where it is. And I think it's right next to, or just past, this silver van on the left here.
You have reached your destination, Ffordd Nebo. It is on your left.
And yes, it is still there. Fantastic. Just as I leave the village, I thought I'd turn around and give a quick drive back through, so you can all see the K8 box, which is on the right here. So Google Street View showed that as a working telephone. It looks like it's now been adopted by somebody. The telephone's obviously gone, but there's a padlock at the top keeping the door closed. Other than that, there's no other signs of it being used for anything. And I've just found another red box that I wasn't expecting. I've literally just found one in someone's back garden. So let's just pull over. So I'm going to have to do the whole knocking on the door routine. But hopefully if I just turn this camera just a little bit, you should just be able to see it just over there. Right, switch you off whilst I go in. Yeah, so this one's gone as well. So that's a shame. Very nice restored box, converted to a defibrillator, nice signs on it. Overall, very scenic. And I'm now 3 boxes to go for the day. It's 9:30, which is perfect because it's now a 20-mile jaunt across the peninsula, right up to the far extreme edge. Proper, thank you. Yeah, so I've got a 20-mile jaunt now to do. So it's going to take me about an hour or so to get out there because it's all these widdly little roads. To try and see this K8. Well, it's taken a bit of time. It's now just after 10 o'clock, so it's about half hour since I last did a bit of video. Been driving along these sorts of roads for all that sort of half hour so far. I'm only a mile away from this next stop. I do feel quite remote out here. There are a few houses around, obviously, and there's people living there. You know, it's not uninhabited, it's just remote. So there. Okay, yeah, so everything from my Google Street View escapades are correct so far. There was a KX100 just back there. And if I'm playing my cards right, I'll try and get some breakfast here as well.
You have reached your destination on your left.
Yep, and the telephone box is there and it's now painted green. Excellent. Hello. Okay, so I got right out as far as you can on the peninsula, out towards Bardsey Island to
After
visit
300 yards, turn left, then turn right.
To visit this K8 telephone box, and yes, it's still there. It's been painted green with a yellow sort of pinstripe around the glass frame, and it's now being
turn
used
left,
for a defibrillator.
Then turn right.
So I had a bit of a conversation with the lady at the campsite. Obviously the campsite's not open
turn
at
right.
the moment, and the cafe wasn't open either, which was hardly a surprise. But no, she was sort of saying that she really fancied a K8, but sorry, a K6 telephone box, but a K8 was what seemed to appear. I don't know if she'd bought it or brought it from somewhere else, but it's only been there a few years now. Originally it was at the junction and it was painted red. They've now moved it into the campsite a little bit further away from the road edge, and as I say, they fitted it with a defibrillator, so good on them. So another local amenity out in this part of the world. So for me, that's pretty amazing, because that's 3 K8 telephone boxes I've found. One in its original position, that was the one in Nebo. There was this one here, and there was the one yesterday that was a private box. I think all of them are disused now, but then it's like most telephone boxes, a large
After
percentage
300
are unused.
yards, goes